as you mentioned, from 26 to 18% already.
What we will say is that testing reduces the basic reproduction rate of the infection. Let me drop this in. And we start off with 36%.
Bye, Felicia. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bye.
We believe that the basic reproduction number is now somewhere between 5 and 8.
We're here to what? You go down a little bit, that would be wonderful. Thank you. I know it's all needed, but you gotta listen. That's what we're here for, okay? Let's be peaceful.
Listen, I've been here working out. I knew my sister wouldn't have died. Alright?
Any scientific, not just generally speaking, but do you have any scientific research that tells me this is a school district and we are not serving the students of this county? We're not serving the families that we should be, and it's a shame that we come here full of political stunt with no purpose, no line, other than come in here and discuss something in 2 days. Maybe we have to call another. Dr. Alexander, you mentioned that it reduces the transmission. Can you tell me about how much?
Estimates are somewhere in the neighborhood of 50%.
So, Mr. Nick, can I hear you last year?
People in our country has been vaccinated. That means 6 out of 10 people that you see have been vaccinated. You can't believe how the number is on the rise. Over half the country has been vaccinated.
The same thing happened in Israel, where it was upwards of 90% and beyond. This might be hard to comprehend, but there are 4.5 million deaths cumulative over the last 19 or 20 months, which seems like a fantastic amount. But the reality is, let's say that it is just a fictitious number. It doesn't really matter. If you took every single death and put it in the United States alone, it's only less than 2/10 of the population. If you put it in just the state of Florida, all of it, then it's 20% of the population. Okay, do you know how Biden died in 2017? It was 1.6 million people. 1.6 million people. That's over the course of 1 year. Would you really sacrifice a way of life and live like this indefinitely? Because they have no solution that's worked. Everything that they've been told you all applies to play along with has seemingly backfired according to you, because now we're right back here having these same conversations.
Yeah, I didn't say that. So, don't put words in my mouth.
But you don't have to say anything that you're clearly...
No, don't put words in my mouth. Say that. Like, you can't even say that.
Well, then tell me, but what's your perspective then? Should everybody wear masks? Okay, then obviously that says that you're here to support... Let's put a word in your mouth and we got masks. 2 weeks to stop the curve, 2 weeks to stop this explosion in hospital cases, 2 weeks to stop the deaths, and now it's just to stop cases, which is categorically impossible. Every year there's roughly 4 strains of the flu virus, where they take a jab, they take a stab at which one is most likely to occur, and most of the time they get it wrong. There was a Canadian study done a few years ago that showed that the people who did get the vaccine for the wrong strain actually have worse symptoms than they got the flu. Which is ironic because that's exactly what's happening in Israel. Gibraltar, Singapore, Massachusetts, and the same across the states for everybody who's ready to send it. And this, by the way, I just said that I was saying now, like I could probably handle anybody in here. So, I'm glad that you're a parent that loves your child, so am I. But at the end of the day, fair trade practice agreements make it to where it's impossible for them to market these masks as being effective for any valid So you're lying to yourself, you're lying to each other, so you're living in fact, on top of that, in my child's school, the only person who I'm aware of who had gotten this new variant and gotten sick are those who are wearing a mask and those who are vaccinated. So that's pretty compelling because I'm not letting somebody else paint some picture. I am just digesting what we're living here in the third dimension reality, not there, but like right here, right now. Yeah, which was like another Fauci co-authored about the spread of the pneumonia just by wearing because you have bacteria in your body, viruses in your body, you don't need any motion requirements for that. You couldn't safely spray a house. You couldn't safely cut concrete. You don't need requirements to do anything safely. In fact, the N95 respirator is the best thing to use. That only filters the air coming in and there's none of it that comes out.
You see the study that University of Florida did on last this year, all the bacteria that's in the
Yeah, sure. The children 1 to 3 is less than like 60 died around the country over the course of 19 months. And 1 to 3 years old, they look like people didn't wear a mask anyway. So they're on the ground, they're touching everything, everything's in their mouth. There's no mask up, even though we were going to pick up our children. No, but they get picked up when they interact with their siblings that go to school, and it goes on and on and on and on. Like your logic is completely flawed if you actually give us 35 seconds. Serious thought. At the end of the day, this is known as childhood to make them wear stuff like this. It does decrease their oxygen levels, which is imperative to their learning cognitive abilities, which is something that we're supposed to be in favor of. I got like another 2 hours. And speak like an adult with anybody who can. If you just run on emotions, like you're gonna react differently. But I have that problem.
If a parent wants their kid to wear a mask, that's fine. I don't care. But don't infringe upon my rights and as a citizen and my kids' rights to do what they need to do for themselves. Everybody should have a choice. And there's nothing that anybody should be able to take that away from us.
The Democrats called it racist for Trump to stop any of the Chinese from coming here, which he did on the 31st. So, like, literally everything that they have tried has just ended in disaster. And at this point, do we really want to subject our kids to this psychological abuse to where they go and even my child is prepared to wear a mask, not because I condone it, not because I suggest it, but just purely because she wants to interact with other children. She wants to be a child. And if you're saying that all these lives are in critical danger over the course of nearly 2 years because of 400 deaths, which are almost certainly the cause of comorbidities or something far more extreme, this is just pure insanity. If COVID killed the entire United States of America, every single person in this country, it would equate to less than 5% of the global population. Is this worth living on your knees for in fear? Nope. That is every single man, woman, and child in this country. It would be less than 5% of the global population. At this point, the fact that we're having these conversations is just purely embarrassing. I would rather be sat at home watching something redundant on television, but I feel obliged to show up and do something other than nothing. And I really expected like a bit more than speculative conjecture from the opposite side, the people that are like totally in favor of doing this to children. Again, I don't really care what somebody subjects themselves to, but
freedom.
This is like going too far now. And you don't have any data to support it, like at all. again, whether it be the fair trade practice agreements that says you can't go out and market this as being effective, the studies that the CDC have done that prove this is not effective, it's just theater at this point. And if we're going to look like, I'll deal with you at Walmart, I'll deal with you at Lowe's, I'll deal with you at Taco Bell, but my kid just wants to have an old life playing with other kids. They want to see each other's faces, they want to laugh, they're still going to touch things, they're still like kids do what kids do. Worth speaking up for, then like there isn't, like there's no soul left in this country. There's no men left, there's no women left, nobody's actually going to say, hey, this is ridiculous.
Here's the thing, money. Don't respect us till we just shut up. Did I say anything to you just now? Except for that? No. I'm trying to listen. Because we can't go inside. Well, gee, I wonder why. Because there's too many people. Yeah, I wonder why. Ma'am, you have no authority to film me, so please take your hand off.
It's a public place.
That doesn't matter. I as a person, I'm not giving you authority, so please take your hand off. You need to talk to us. We need to stop. I'm tired. Somebody who I'm hoping in the bear. No more. No.
But I am also worried about his safety and his well-being with the current situation that is going on. Thank you. Thank you. Sincerely. Thank him, please.
Yeah, we're gonna pray for them. He's over there? Right here in the county. Don't try me. No, they don't need a mask. And I'm going to tell you a story. My son is disabled mentally.
Mine as well.
And being a
My oldest is vaccine injured.
Imagine these kids in house right now, how they get affected lives.
And I understand that.
No, my son is 32 years old, and he actually got 13 years old because of a vaccine, and because people try to force things and he didn't want to do it. Now, he's paying the consequences of the problem.
And what vaccine did that do?
Try to force things on us that the kids don't need it, you know what I mean? The kids don't need it. I think that's a
Which vaccine did that do?
on that was he was a kid. Huh? For the chicken pox and the ones that are fired by those supposed to.
So all of them did that, or just one specific one?
They all did it. So now nobody can.
It doesn't matter which one. If he's injured, he's injured. I'm a mom of an injured child too. It doesn't matter what car runs you over. You got run over. That's right.
So when people say that, no, if you want your kid to get vaccinated, that's your choice as a parent. So don't make them all the parents do that because it's not for everybody.
I find it ironic that we're here to debate when we have over 80 million babies being killed every year.
Yes,
Funny.
we're not fighting for that.
Wait. So you don't believe in abortion?
Absolutely not.
So you don't believe in your body, your choice, because you do not believe in abortion. So that would be that woman's choice to have an abortion.
No.
Okay, so I'll spin it for you.
That would be her choice, her body.
But I'll spin it.
If you guys can use that excuse, why can't we use that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same concept.
If a mother can go opt out of motherhood and get an abortion, why can't a dad do the same thing and opt out of fatherhood in 18 years of child support?
Because it's her body. It's her body.
No,
It used part of him.
It's still murder. It's murder.
and this is our question murder. As a woman.
No, if you believe it's my body, my choice, then also believe that.
Kid, my choice.
You don't understand.
It's not difficult.
Children aged 5 to 13 0.2% chance of dying of COVID, 0.7 chance of dying by homicide, 1.5 of dying by suicide. That's our real pandemic right there that we need to get out for. 0.3 from the flu or pneumonia. So the risk of death is greater from the flu, yet we have never masked or quarantined the first couple months of school when we have pink eye, strep, flu, pneumonia, hand, foot, mouth, and everything else. Matter of fact, the risk of death by COVID, and this is according to the CDC's report, is equal to the risk of suffocation. We know, though, that masks have a serious toll on mental health. Makes students harder to understand, makes it harder for them to understand what's being said to them. It hinders their ability to empathize with their peers. I mean, God gave us a face for a reason. There's a direct link between children being able to empathize with their peers and their parents and their mental health. From the summer of 2019 to the summer of 2020, there was a 22.3% spike in ER visits from potential suicide for young adults. So why, knowing all this, are we masking children at school? Because I don't think it's to protect the kids. I think it's because we have people at home afraid of catching it from the kids. And if we're going to place that burden on the students, then shame on you. The people at home, they've got tools at their disposal. They can get the shot if they want to, or, here's a novel idea, work on boosting their immunity. Or better yet, if they're scared that they're going to get something from their kid, they can mask their kid at home. When the kid gets home from school, slap the mask on if they're that afraid of their child. The majority of students that I know that are quarantined because an adult at home has it, or an adult at home gave it to them. Not because they're catching it at school. So we need to leave the students alone. This decision that you're making needs to be made using our heads and not our emotions. It needs to be based on facts and not opinions. And it needs to be made remembering that we live in America, and a school board does not need to overreach and infringe on the rights of parents to raise kids the way they see fit.
I think that our teachers and staff should also have a safe working environment. That's part of what their job is to ensure that safe learning and working environment. I think that we should rely on science to tell us what and how we need to act. We had doctors here tonight that gave their opinion over the numbers that I was overwhelmed with. I had no idea that our numbers were so great in this county, but I did have an idea that a lot of students were missing class because of it. So I think that we owe it to those students to keep them safe. We owe it to those parents to ensure that when they send their kids to school, that they have a safe learning environment. I don't feel any type of way. I'm a parent, and I believe that all parents have a right to decide what's right for their children. I don't disagree with that at all. My only concern with that is that as a teacher, when we have different students coming in, some wearing masks, some without wearing masks, we are putting some of those students at jeopardy, right? As well as some of those teachers that might be immune compromised. That's the issue. So if we implement masks across the board, then that way teachers don't have to decide what student is supposed to be wearing a mask versus what students aren't supposed to be wearing masks. Because again, we're not always talking about children that are making these decisions. Some of these students are going to be sent to school from their parents, and they're told to wear their mask all day, and they get to school and they remove their mask because their friends don't have on a mask. So what I'm saying is that we need to make sure that we are implementing a policy that is the same across the board for all the children, for all the staff and teachers, so that they don't have that disagreement.
Are you going to interview the other side? Let's have some equal reporting. No? You've been... Let's get the news. Let's get the real news. There you go.
Yo hablo bien, pero no.
And then they go in.
It's pretty sad to see how, because we don't carry a mask, we're not heard. But yet we have people outside who have masks and they're heard. It's very sad because we don't have a voice. They think we don't have a voice. As parents, we're going to stand strong and we're going to make decisions for our kids.
Thank you.
Paper saying she won't have to wear a mask. That's my choice of parents if I want to. Yes.